our right side, this island has all the beautiful homes and palm trees on it. This island known as Sunset Key and Bar. Created back in the 1940s by the Army Corps of Engineers. Now constructed on this island, and that was for submarines. Key West at one point had 2 squadrons of diesel electric submarines here, so that was 24 submarines. Submarines were decommissioned in 1974. That meant the fuel tanks were no longer needed. They were torn down. The island was sold to the city of Key West for $8 million, and Key West sold the island to private developers for $21 million. And the private developers, of course, the plans were homes. And on our return trip, we're going to get a real good view of the other side of that island. And in the distance, you're going to see even more islands out there. These islands continue on for as far as you can possibly see. I think most folks assume Key West is the end of the Florida Keys, and that's not quite the case. Key West is the end of Highway 1, the end of the freshwater pipeline and civilization. Certainly not the end of the Florida Keys. In fact, those islands continue on another 70 miles west, and even slightly north of here, the true end, the group of 7 islands known as the Dry Tortugas. That's a real beautiful area. In fact, has been set aside as a national park. If you ever get a chance to visit the Dry Tortugas, you'll certainly want to take that chance. It's a real beautiful area. Now today we're headed out about 7 miles northwest of Key West into the Gulf of Mexico to visit our very beautiful coral gardens. It will take right around about 30 minutes to get out there, so you'll want to sit back, relax, and enjoy the boat ride, and make sure and keep an eye out for wildlife. Good chance to see anything from seabirds to sea turtles out here. Maybe even a friendly pod of bottlenose dolphins. Now,
right there.
So we have up there. Unlike most of you over there, our guys are right underneath the boat. Looks like they're going to swim right along with us. Everyone's back behind us at this point. We're all around the boat to see them make the noise.
120 miles would be fantastic conditions, just like this. Now what I like to do is the pictures out here, then maybe we can find a parking spot downtown a little bit easier. If you go snorkeling or diving down there and you wind up brushing up against that coral, you'd actually transmit that bacteria not only onto the palms that you touch by breaking a thin membrane that protects them, but it would be spread throughout the whole colony. So you could be damaging and killing coral that's hundreds if not thousands of years old. And coral doesn't recover like me and you do. You know, we get the flu, we're better in a couple of weeks generally. You have to remember, in 2004 and 2005, Florida had a very bad hurricane season. A lot of storms came through here, a lot of wave action hit this reef system, a lot of mechanical damage was caused to it. We're hoping by next year to be back at the 2003 level. That's a long time to get better. And that's why you dive masters are so adamant when you go snorkeling or diving that they hammer into your head. Don't touch the coral. Float over the coral. Float far enough away from the coral that even the waves can't push you into it. And if you gotta stand down there, stand on the sand. No. Things happen only on one side and not the other. No, there's not a better side of the boat to be on. So if you guys see something, you want me to... Now these parrotfish, they like to put in standing on sand. They're not a meat eater. What they like to eat is the algae that's out here. Not all the algae that's out here is good algae. There's a lot of bad algae. So these parrotfish, if you see them, that sand is so important to the reef line especially. Remember the coral grows vertical out there. As that coral grows taller, that sand needs to get deeper to help fortify it from heavy seas. Because remember folks, we do live in a hurricane zone 6 months out of the year.